So Mama left us with some advice. Mama knew that life wouldn't always be easy. So Mama told, she said, children, when the world seems cold and you're free with you, she told us, there is someone who cares for you. Mama told us this, when you need a friend to go with you to. She said, there is someone who cares for you. If you know that this evening, tell somebody, there is someone who cares. Have I got a witness here? There is someone to share. I want with all of your trouble, like no other can do. Mama told us he'll come down from the sky. What will he do, y'all? He'll wipe the tears from your eyes. You got to remember one thing. He cares. My mama had a verse. She used to sing. Mama said this. Mama said, children, when disappointments come and you feeling so blue, she said this, there is someone who cares for you. Oh, with tears in your eyes, your heart bleeds inside. Cast it all you can. Why? Because he cares. How many know he cares for you? Wave your hand, you know you got somebody to care. Can I give a witness here? Someone to share. I want with all in trouble like no other can do. He'll come down from the sky. He'll wipe the tears from your eyes. But you got to remember one thing. He cares for you. He cares for you. I believe I got about 15 witnesses. He cares for anybody know that the Lord cares for. When friends do you wrong, God cares for. When family lets you down, he cares for. I need everybody all over the land and country, and even in this building, point to somebody and tell them, God cares for. Look at them and tell them, you. Y'all ain't pointing. You. He cares for you. And you. He cares about your problem. He cares.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Blessed by Forward, one of my favorite songs, Mama Song. And now, without further ado, we are about to get ready to bring this young man to the stage. He agreed to do this interview, and I'm glad to have him on. Y'all, coming now, Mr. Pastor Demetrius Doty Smith. Give him a great big hand. Great big hand.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Man, how's it going there, young man?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm pretty good. I can't complain. Your mic sound a little choppy.
Okay, what I need to do?
Uh, let me see. Say something again. Let's see.
Hello, hello.
Okay, that will go. That's better. That's better.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So, uh, that song right there is my favorite all-time Blessed by Four song. Ever since I first heard it, I've been
Uh,
crazy.
wow.
Yes, sir.
To God be the glory, man.
Okay, well, let's hop right on into it.
Okay.
So, so tell us, how was your life growing up? Tell us about a young Pastor Doty.
Well, young Pastor Doty was bad. I got a lot of whoopings. I grew up in church. Um, been singing all my life with my brothers and my sisters. We've been doing this, man, since we were kids. Me being the oldest of the bunch, and I started singing when I was 7. So that makes Terrence was 5. Was 5 years old. Marcus hadn't even came on the scene yet. So man, we've been doing this a long time, but um, we had a good life. We had a good life. Um, we were raised by good parents. We had great influences around us. So um, the good outweigh the bad, man. No other way to put it. The good outweigh the bad. Though, yes, there was some struggles, there was some storms, there was some trials and tribulations, but we made it through. So we thankful to God, man, that He's brought us to where we are.
Okay, got you. And where are you from originally?
We're from Duncanville, Alabama. We're from
Duncanville.
Duncanville, Alabama. Duncanville is outside of Tuscaloosa. Anybody know anything about Tuscaloosa? Tuscaloosa is maybe 45, 50 miles from Birmingham, Alabama. So we're in a little place called Duncanville, Alabama. As a matter of fact, uh, I'm the only member right now that still resides in Duncanville.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So how was it like going to school? What was you like a well you weren't no troublemaker, were you?
Uh, no, I wasn't a troublemaker in school, but I didn't take trouble either.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna pick with you, but you wasn't gonna pick with me either. That's the way I was in school. Um, had lots of friends. May not have been the most popular guy, but I was well known. I'm gonna put it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was in school.
Did you do chorus or any of that stuff when you was in school, band or any of that?
I sung in choir.
Okay.
I sung in the choir. As a matter of fact, I sung tenor in the high school choir, Hillcrest High School here in Taylorville, Alabama. That's where we attended school. And at the time, man, uh, you're talking like some 50, 52 voices. And me and my brother Terrence, we were the only tenors in the choir.
Mm.
So I've sung in the school choir. Really enjoyed that, man. I couldn't read music, but I enjoyed singing. So that we did that. I did that in high school, and and enjoyed every minute of it.
Okay. When did you know you had a love for music?
Oh man, right out the bat at an early age, 6, 7 years old. I I I knew I had a love for it. We come from a singing family. When you talk about quartet, my grandfather sung quartet, my father sung quartet, um, my uncles and aunts. We've been around it all our life, man. That's the reason it's all we know. It's all we know. We've been around it. I knew at an early age, 7, 8, that this is what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Um, what was the first group you ever had a chance to sing with, if you can remember?
Well, back when we were kids, our mother formed us a little group. That's who discovered that we could sing, that the talent was there, the gift was there. And growing up at that time in the AME church, um, the youth department of the AME church were called Allen Stars. That's what they call the youth department of the African Methodist Episcopal Church. So my mother, she formed a group, and that was our name, the Allen Stars. The group consisted of me, my sister Fee, and Terrence. Um, Three of us, three-part harmony. And man, listen, we wasn't no joke. We were young, but we wasn't no joke. Um, my mom would carry us around. We would sing at different quartet programs. We even done a lot of uh, choir programs back then. So and we were young, round 5, 6, and 7. That was our ages. So that's the first group that I sung with my siblings, the Allen Stars.
Okay. You play any instruments?
I play bass guitar.
No guitar, no keyboard, no.
No guitar, no keyboard, strictly bass.
I know you play a little drums. You got to be able to play a little drums.
Man, no, no sir, no sir. A lot of people. I've been accused of being hard on the music, especially the drummer. But
Right.
but but man, if I play drums, you think I fuss? Whoever leading gonna show no fuss at me.
Yeah. So let's see what else I got for you. Man, I had a whole list of questions I had. Oh, how did you get in the ministry?
Woo, that was God's doing.
Mm-hmm.
That was strictly God's doing because I'm just gonna be honest with you. I didn't want to preach. I didn't want to preach. I tried not to preach. I tried everything in my power not to preach. But I know you probably well Lee Williams he made a song said you can't run, you can't hide. Listen, whatever God wants you to do, trust me, you gonna do it. I knew early on, I knew actually well, I say during my teenage years, I knew that it was a call on my life,
Mm-hmm.
but I tried to ignore it. I tried to ignore it. So, I went on. I've always had preachers tell me, you gonna preach, boy, you gonna be a preacher. You gonna preach, you gonna preach. So I heard that so long, but I tried to ignore it. I knew I knew when I was a teenager, but I guess what 15 years ago, it started to weigh on me real heavy
Mm-hmm.
to the point to where I could I couldn't shake it. It was a feeling that I just couldn't shake. I didn't I didn't see the cloud crack open. I didn't see pigeons or nothing flying. That's not how God dealt with me. The way He dealt with me was a feeling I just couldn't shake. There were times when I left my house going to church. This is the truth, brother. I left my house going to church, and I would find myself in Walmart parking lot, just trying to ignore that call, because I just it's something I didn't want to do, and what God did was He started to for me rebellion against Him, being rebellious. He started to take stuff from me.
Mm.
He started to take things from me when nothing go right. In my home, nothing to go right. In the group, nothing go right. It was just something all the time. It was something all the time, and I just got tired. I got tired of running. I said, "Okay, God," I said, "if this is what you want me to do, I want you to let me be just as effective in preaching as I am in singing." That's what I told the Lord, and I, I I surrendered and accepted my call, got in my word, and when I got in the word, started studying, when nothing sound right. Nothing came out. I don't care what scripture I read. Couldn't get nothing to go with it. So I was talking to a preacher friend of mine, and he told me, he said, "Your problem is you putting the cart before the horse."
Mm.
And I didn't understand that. He says you surrender, but you haven't told God yes. And when I told God yes, brother, it looked like a burden lifted up off me. A burden lifted up off me. I haven't felt that. I hadn't felt that good in years, in years. And what God also done, God started to open doors for me.
Right.
He started to open doors from me. So I encourage any male or female, whatever assignment God has for you to do it. Don't be like me. Don't run. Don't hide. Don't try to ignore it. Yield to God's plan for your life. That's the best way.
Right. Because I mean, he giving it to you for a reason. So apparently he
Yes,
trusts you to do it. So
yes. That's right. That's right.
yeah. I mean, I guess to some people it feel like it might be easier to run, but when you run it and you realize you ain't getting nowhere, just stop.
Man,
Like you
listen,
stop a year.
listen. Running will make matters worse. Hear me when I tell you, it only make matters worse. You can't run from God. You can't hide from God. He's the creator.
Right.
He's created. If he made everything, if he created everything, he know where every hiding place is. So you can't hide from it.
You can't hide.
Yeah, you can't hide.
Yes, sir. Okay. So Blessed by Four. How did that group come about?
Well, Best by Four came about. Actually, my brother Terrence called a meeting. I never forget. We was in Chattanooga, Tennessee. At the time, we were singing under the name was with our uncles, and they were the spiritual heirs. They were spiritual heirs. Um, and we want to go to another level. We want to take it to the next level. And they were okay where they were. They were okay where they were. So my Terrence called a meeting. We was in the meeting. We decided to form Blessed by Four. Um, and after we formed Blessed by Four, Mr. Glenn Stevenson from Humility Records, uh, he offered us a deal. As a matter of fact, we signed with him and we did our first national recording, which was titled "Pressing On." Pressing On. That's the first time we recorded "Best to Be Alive," and I think "Blessed to Be Alive," "One Morning Soon," "The Anointing Makes a Difference." All of those cuts on that record. But that's how Blessed by Four got formed.
Was it a live album y'all did, or was it a studio?
It was a live album. It was a live album. We recorded live at the Bama Theater, as a matter of fact, the Bama Theater in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Who are the current members of Blessed by Four?
Current members of Blessed by Four is myself, my sister Fee, my brother Terrence, and my youngest brother Marcus. We're Blessed by Four. God has blessed us. My nephew TJ, everybody know TJ. He's the
Right.
drummer. He's also our MD. Then that's my nephew on the bass, Tony. That's Fee's son.
Okay.
Who plays the bass guitar. We have a couple of guys uh, that play keys. We may have a different keyboard depends on where we are and what's going on. Um, but those are our key musicians. As a matter of fact, a couple of my records, Pastor Anthony Moore, Men of Praise, and my cousin Tremaine, they um they played on a lot of our records. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Matter of fact, let's do this little shameless plug. Let me see. I think I got it up. This weekend, this Saturday, make sure I got it pulled up. Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
That's right.
If y'all can see that, y'all make sure y'all come on out. because this is going to be a wonderful program.
Oh yeah,
End of the year, you got Raw and Revelation, Pastor Tim Rogers, Blessed by Four, Sent by God, Spiritual QCs, and Glorified. Ticket information at the bottom. I ain't about to try and strain my eyes. Everything is right there. Start at 5:00. If y'all ain't got nothing to do, come out. Even if you got something to do, buy tickets, just support. But you will see yours truly, and also Blessed by Four will be on that concert.
that's right.
Okay. All right. So let me get this out of the way. Now I've played for a lot of different people, done did a lot of different things, but one of my most proudest moments came from when I played with y'all in Charlotte last year. And Casey came on the stage. Everybody know I'm the biggest KC, Jodeci, Casey and JoJo. Listen, I'm like the biggest fan. And for him to walk on stage and do that, it was like, I felt like I felt like I had won $1 million. Like that's one of my most. I don't did a lot, but that's one of my top 3 most proudest moments in music.
Wow,
And I
wow.
appreciate y'all for giving me that opportunity.
Yeah. Hey man,
So
listen,
what's that like for you?
to have Casey on stage with me,
Right,
man, words can't express their talent and gifts. I appreciate them so much for what they've done for music, and especially quartet, because a lot of people don't remember them as Little Cedric and the Haley Singers. But I've always been a fan. I've always been. Matter of fact, we recorded one of their songs on our first record. It Must Be Love.
right.
We recorded that song because the guy that played guitar for the Haley Singers, Apostle Timothy Moore, he produced that record for Blessed by Four. And just to have them, just to have him, man, in the audience, listen that Blessed by Four meant the world to us, man. I had to get him on something, and when people went when that when it went viral on Facebook, people would ask me, "Is that really KC?" I said, yes, that was really him. But it was amazing, man. I appreciate him being there. It was just an honor to have him on stage with us.
Yeah, I mean, it feel like it was just yesterday. That's something I can't forget.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. He's a down to earth guy, man. I appreciate him and his brother, man. They're great guys. I'm just honored that they know us, and we can connect like that.
right. Um. So what is you guys? What is your? Well, I ask you. What do you do to mentally get yourself prepared to go before you go on stage, before you get ready to preach? What's your thought process? What do you do?
Well, the, uh, the word is my go-to. The Bible teaches in all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He'll direct your path. So I always spend time with Him. Get off somewhere by myself to clear my mind, get my thoughts together, get my focus right, and no better way to do that than to spend that quality time with Him. You got to.
Right.
There are times I may go to the dressing room a little early. I may sit on the van a little late, just to get that alone time with Him, that intimate time with Him, to see what it is He wants us to do.
Okay. So, what is your favorite Blessed by Four song?
Oh wow. um, Man, there's so many of them.
Mm,
It's so many of them. From blessed to be alive to the anointing makes the difference to only believe, satisfied mind.
mm,
And then it's so many that we we don't do we need to do.
Yeah.
Like the Lord is blessing me. As me and my house will serve the Lord. So many of them, man. God has blessed me with a great writing team.
Right.
Their ability to write is phenomenal, and I really appreciate them. Because in Blessed by Four, there's no kings and queens. We're a unit.
Right.
We're a unit. We're one unit. The movie Drumline. He said one band, one sound. That's us. We're a unit. We work together. There's no big eyes. There's no little U's. And man, it works. And no other way to put it. It works when everybody play their part.
Right.
When everybody play their part, man, the harmony and unity, you cannot beat it.
It's hard to beat a family group anyway. It's
Right?
hard.
It's hard to be a family. It's hard to beat a family group, but a family group is hard to deal with.
Mm.
Family group can be hard to do, but the togetherness, man, you can't
Right.
you can't beat it. When one of us can't be there, I miss them. When they're
Right.
not on stage, I miss them, and I'm grateful to God because God has given us our children. Even our children, they're so gifted, they're so talented. Till if one of the originals is out, we can call one of our children. My son Terrell, he sits in a lot, and it's amazing, man. What the blessing about it is they can sit in and they can actually blend. They can sound just like us. So
Mhm.
so even when one is out, the Blessed by Four sound is still there.
That's important to have.
Yes,
Mm.
yes.
Um. So how do you know when you on stage? How do you know what songs to choose? Do you just kind of go off the crowd, or what? How do you go about it?
Well, it depends on that depends on a couple of things. It depends on where I am, how much time I have.
Mm.
Um, if you got 15, 20 minutes, then you need to try to hit your hits.
Right.
You need to try to sing your hits. Uh, Definitely one of the things that my couple of my mentors told me in preaching, you always watch your crowd. You always watch your crowd. Um, but for me, man, it's more so I try to be spirit led, but even with being spirit led, you have to be professional.
Hmm.
So with me, I'm the type of lead singer. It depends on a lot of things. It depends on who I have on keys, who the musicians are. It depends on where I am, who I'm coming up before or after. That all of that plays a role in me setting the tone for the Blessed by Four stage.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now, with that being said, I know they're gonna see this sometime. The four don't always agree with what I do. And hey, I have to admit it. I'm a full grown man. I have to admit, yes, there's sometimes I flop. There's sometimes I should have done some a better way. But I mean, if you don't miss, how you gonna learn?
right.
That's the only way. That's the only way to learn. You got to you got to mess up. That's the only way you know how to fix it.
Hmm.
And in my career, Blessed by Four, yes, I have called some. I'm just like a coach. Just coaching the team. I've called some wrong plays.
Yeah. It
I've
happened.
I've, I've made some wrong plays. But if you bear with me, I'm gonna make it up.
Right.
I'm gonna fix it.
It's just only a matter of time. That's
Yeah,
all.
just a matter of time. I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, yeah.
Um. So I'm gonna ask you. I don't think I ever asked anybody. Do you feel like? Okay, no. I'm asking like this. Why you think a lot of groups don't feel like they can be effective within 15 minutes? If you give a group 10 to 15 minutes and you tell them just to go, why do you feel like certain groups feel like that's not enough time?
Um, that come with being disciplined. That comes with being disciplined. Um, I've been there. I felt like the 10, 15, 20 minutes wasn't enough time too. I can't down in other group because I've been there. I felt the same way, but yes, it is. It's plenty of time for you to do what you need to do. Here's the thing: get in there and do what you need to do. Here's the thing. I tell you what, most of us mess up. Most of us lead singers.
Mm-hmm.
We got 20 minutes on the clock. We'll sing this particular song too long. We don't sing the song that we need to we really need to grind in. We don't sing it enough, and then we talk too much.
Mm.
I've been guilty of that too. I've been guilty of talking too much too. That's why now when I got 15, 20 minutes, I try to go ahead and sing and saying this as many songs as I can within that length of time. Because if you know this, my brother, the average song on recording, right? The average song is no more than 3 minutes.
Right. You'd be lucky to get a 4-minute song.
So if you can sing a song on a record or CD for 3.5 minutes, why you can't do 4 to 5 songs in 20 minutes?
Mm. Wow.
Yeah. You have to discipline. You have to be trained, and this is the number one word. If this was Family Feud, this would be the number one answer. You have to rehearse. You
You
got to
got
practice.
to
Yeah,
you got to
yeah,
rehearse.
yeah. That's it. But man, I want to say also, man, we have some amazing young groups, quartet. Man, we got some of the baddest young. I mean, up and coming artists. Man, it is phenomenal. We got some talent and some gifted brothers and sisters. I'm excited to see where it's going.
Right. You they just, got to just stay focused and, keep the
Right.
faith and tune out all the
That's it.
negativity. So
That's it. That's
yeah.
it.
But
That's it.
I mean it's easy to fall into a trap where like I find myself sometimes like I get a lot of, you do good, you do this, and it's all it can be that one person to tell you that you ain't do good and you can dwell on that. No matter if
Mhm.
people done told you they enjoy you, one person can just ruin everything. So I can understand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's why it's important that you make sure God is getting the glory.
right.
God's getting glory because it's like anything else. You're not going. We're not going. I'm gonna say this. Everybody is not a Blessed by Four fan. Everybody is not gonna like Blessed by Four.
Right.
Everybody's not gonna like Allen and the Legends. Everybody's not gonna like Roy and Revelation. Everybody's not gonna like the Canon. They're not gonna like Doc. They're not gonna like Men of Praise. They're not gonna like Lisa Noel. Everybody's not gonna like us.
Right.
But everybody come to hear somebody.
Exactly.
And if each one of us can touch somebody, then the night was not in vain. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that.
yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I guess but that go back to what I was saying, like when just that one person, but like you said, it's just as long as you did your job and somebody just tell you that they enjoyed you, you know what I mean?
That's right.
It
That's
was
right.
lots of admission.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And you got to keep. You got to keep. That's the reason it's so important. You keep your mind focused.
Mm.
Your mind focused on who ministry is really about. And my brother, the truth of the matter is, if it's not about Jesus Christ, you can forget it.
Yeah,
It's in vain.
you're right.
Yeah.
Now, folks, we ain't saying don't get in there and practice and just sound bad, because if you sound bad, You just don't sound good, so you need to practice.
Hey, listen, you need to practice.
Mhm.
You need to practice. And then let me say this. Let me say this too. If you plan to get to the next level, you got to be willing to take constructive criticism.
Got
You
to.
you, you got to be willing to be critiqued.
Mhm.
Uh, I've been through. As a matter of fact, man, Blessed by Four have went through total humiliation. I mean, total humiliation. But we had to, in going through humiliation, we had a determination that we wasn't going to turn around. We wasn't going to stop.
Mm.
We was going to keep pressing on. And man, that's what got us through the rough times and tough times. Cause man, when I tell you, um, and I'm glad you asked me to come. Because I want to be a blessing. I want to help my younger up and coming brothers and sisters. When I tell you, this the national platform
Mhm.
have left some a bad taste in Blessed by Four mouth toward people. We've had to pray, but because of the stuff that we went through, the criticism, the negativism. There's a lot of people who said we wouldn't make it because we had a female.
Wow.
Yeah, they said mixed groups don't make it, but the devil is a lie. I mean, I mean, I mean, look at the McDuffies. You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, but you got to understand when people say stuff like that, brother. God can use who He want to use.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? So you got to be willing to weather the storm.
You right.
That's key to it.
Hmm. Like no matter if you don't think a person qualified or not, if God put their hand on it, that's it.
Okay, okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Man opinion and thought don't mean nothing if God don't
Oh
step
man, oh, man, you preaching now, man. You preaching.
So I mean, people, you can have your opinion and you can think whatever you want, but guess what? That's all it is at the end of the day.
It's just an opinion. And everybody, hear me well. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Right.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. So, I mean, take it with a grain. We say in the country, take it with a grain of salt.
Right.
Keep pressing on. Keep looking to the hills. Keep pressing on.
That's all you can do.
That's all you can do.
Um. So who influenced, or yeah, who was your influence and who influenced Blessed by Four Sound?
Ah, Blessed by Full Sound was influenced uh, from our family group. Um, we grew up. We were singing with our uncles, the spiritual airs.
Mm-hmm.
We did a lot of the Jackson Southern airs, a lot of the Pilgrim Jubilees. We would even do some of the violin airs. So those type groups. George Dean, the Gospel Four, been knowing Dean a long time, man. Those groups really influenced us. You may hear some of them groups in some of our songs because
Mm-hmm.
that's who we grew up singing. We singing anything the Southern airs, the Jews, because our uncle who was our trainer, our coach, our leader. I mean, he was a Jew. He was a Pilgrim Jubilees fan. I
Wow.
mean, he's a Jews fan right now. So I mean, that's why sound come from. My 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 personal my style comes from three guys. It's a combination of three guys that's dear to me, that's close to my heart, that really taught me and trained me. And they really just didn't pat me on the back, but they told me when I was wrong or didn't do good as well.
Mm-hmm.
And those three guys is number one, my uncle, Reverend Leonard Smith, and then uh, to me the greatest preacher it is, that's Bishop L.W. Bolton Jr. The Bolton brothers.
Mm-hmm.
and Harvey Watkins Jr. My style is a combination of those three guys.
And
Yeah,
I hear a lot of Bolton brothers in y'all sound too. When
yeah,
you mentioned, I
yeah,
hear a lot of that.
yeah, yeah. They were influential. We spent time around them. The
Mm.
Bolton brothers were like family. Bishop would, I mean, he ran revivals, man, in our church over 30 years.
Wow.
So yeah, so they the Boltons are like family to us.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
And it just came to me. Another song I like that I think y'all need to start back doing. He'll rest his case. I don't
You're
think I've
right.
ever heard y'all sing that. I love that song.
He rest his case. Fee wrote that song. Fee
Wow.
wrote that song. It's one of the songs we're gonna do. Uh, we don't do it. There's another song that we talk about all the time, but we don't do it. Words of that song says this. It says, "When my spirit gets hungry,
Mm.
won't you feed me, O Lord? I need to hear a word from you. I'm standing at the crossroad. I don't have time to waste, but only a word will do." And then the vamp we say, "I need a word. I need a word from you." That word, that particular song, man. I never forget. A lady called me and she was crying, and she said that there's a river in Tuscaloosa called Black Warrior River. She said she was in her car at that river, and she was getting ready to drive her car in the river,
Mm.
and that song came on, and that's what saved her. So it's testimonies like that, man, that keep us going. That's what keep us going, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Powerful.
yeah, yeah. That's what keep us going.
And most people don't, I guess, like they say, what come from the heart reaches the heart. And a
Yeah,
lot of people don't realize, man, them songs that you write and words really do have meaning. So you have to be cautious and
right,
mindful.
right.
And,
Well, blessed by four, man. We're not your we're not necessarily entertainers.
mm,
Uh, uh, as a matter of fact, a lot of people call our style boring because we ain't got no routine. We don't spin around and I mean, not knocking anybody, but they're just not us.
right.
So my point is, what we do have to come from our heart. Yeah, it has to come from the heart.
And it's working. Trust me. It works.
To God be the glory.
Yes, sir. What other genres of music do you like besides gospel?
I like blues. Um, I even like a little country, depending
Okay.
on what it is and who's singing it. But I like blues. Reggae. I like that.
Mm,
Um, but my all time favorite, man. I can go sleep listening to quartet.
wow.
Quartet, man. That's just my DNA. I just love it.
So who was give me your top five quartet lead singers all
Oh
time?
man, that's gonna be hard, man. You shouldn't ask me that, man. Man, come on, you're not being fair, man.
Hey, I can give you my five right now.
What's your five? Let me.
Joe, Keith, Harvey, Willie, and Blair. That's my top five. I can do that easy. I can do that in my sleep.
Can I say this, man? Cause all of them. I mean, all of them, man. I mean, a couple of Saturdays ago, we was on the Gospel Legend, Alan Pringle Gospel Legend, their anniversary. It amazed me, man. I just watched the groups. All the lead singers done their thing.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody done their thing, man. Everybody done their thing. It's hard for me. It's really hard for me to give a top 5
Mm.
because it, everybody's so unique
Yeah.
in their own way. But can I tell you one of my all-time favorite lead singers?
Yeah. Go ahead.
One of my all-time favorite lead singers, not even a male. My sister-in-law, Lisa Noel Smith.
Mm.
That's one of the baddest lead singers in the business.
Lisa hard to beat.
Oh, okay, okay. That's one of my favorites. Not even a male. Not even male. But let me tell you, when she go to the stage, hey, she ain't going for games. She ain't going to play with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch her. I admire her ability,
Mhm.
her knowledge. She's one of my favorites. It's hard for me to say a 5, man, because I'll be cheating somebody. Yeah,
Man, I put Lisa up there like with Quita Lumsey. Like,
I know you do. I know you do.
yeah, because
Yeah,
Quita was no slouch, and Lisa
yes, sir.
definitely.
Yes, sir. So many, man. Both of my sister-in-laws, both of them, Christian Smith.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man, Chris top notch. I mean, both of them. And man, listen, there've been time, we're close in the family, and I tell them, especially when we do programs with Lisa and Chris, I say, y'all double team me tonight. Yep. y'all jumped on me tonight. Y'all didn't play, but I mean, listen. They just got that. They got that gift, that know-how, man. They awesome women of God. And let me share this. Not just in singing, that's preaching too.
Hmm.
That's preaching as well. Yeah,
I don't think I've ever even heard Lisa preach.
you need to hear her. You need to hear her. She's an awesome woman of God.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
got to check out. Um, what's one of your favorite cities to perform in?
Detroit, Michigan.
Why is that?
I'll tell anybody. This gonna sound crazy. If you can sing in Tupelo, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee, Chicago, Illinois,
Hmm.
Detroit, Michigan, you got it made.
We talk about that
And let
all
me
the
explain that, because those particular cities, they're used to good singing.
right.
When you go to those cities, especially for the first time, you got to have something special. Funny thing, the first time I ever sung in Tupelo, man, they were taking down the chair while I was singing.
Wow.
Yeah, they were taking down the chair, but we just kept on singing. And Memphis, man, I mean, you
Yeah.
got to be sure no doing, because you go to Memphis, you got Lisa, you got George, you got Joe Johnson, you got Darryl Pettis, you got the Memphis Harmonizers. I mean,
Yeah.
Riri, man,
They
they
ain't gonna
they
play
used
around
to
with you.
running strong. They used to good singing.
They ain't playing.
No, man, and the Carolinas, man, North and South. I mean, they used to good singing. So you got to be well polished when you go in those areas.
You Tuscaloosa won too now. Tuscaloosa.
Tus-
See, for
Tuscaloosa has
y'all, it's a
they
little
really
easy.
picked up the grind, man. They really listen. Tuscaloosa got me on my toes, man. Glorified and men of praise,
Hmm.
man. And we got some more groups. The Johnson brothers, man. Listen, you can't be laid back. You got to go in there and do what you're gonna do, because they're not playing. They're not playing with you at all.
Hey, I done seen that Bama blast, make them and break them, man.
Listen, yes sir, buddy. Yes sir, yes sir.
Them people will
But
sit there and look at you like you ain't doing nothing.
man, I'm trying to tell you, and even Tuscaloosa, they look at me like I ain't doing nothing. Yes sir. Yeah, but it's good, man. I mean, That's what I like about quartet. Quartet is competitive.
It is.
It's competitive. Yeah, yeah. You know, a lot of people don't like to say it. They don't like to say it is, but it is. It's competitive. In a group, whatever card you're on, whatever major card you're on. I mean, you should when you leave that stage, you should want that promoter to say, "Hey, I'm booking them back."
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to
That
get in
that
the
should be
same night.
yeah. That should be your aim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I don't care if you're on card with the Kansas, Doc, whoever. You know, when they tally up and the promoter say, "Well, who I'm gonna bring back next year?" I'm gonna bring that group. That group. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's how you want it to be.
that's how you
And
want to be.
competition as far as like we don't like each other. It's like a come on, hey, I done brought my A game, so what you gonna do?
That's right.
Yeah. So it's like an
Yeah,
iron sharpening iron type thing.
right. That's right.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people had a lot to say about the Legends anniversary, about how they didn't like the format, but ain't none of us got no issues with each other. None of the group.
No, no. It was on the card. Blessed by four verse the Swannies. Listen, the Swannies are our brothers.
Right.
We love them. We love them to death. Have much respect for the Swannies in the camp. Swannies are gifted, talented. They are a legendary group. That was and listen to me and listen to me well. There was no competition between me, McCoy, Kobe, Dewan. We're all brothers. Love them. As a matter of fact, before they went on stage, I had prayer with Kobe and McCoy. Listen. We in this thing together, and we're gonna always be together. A lot of people, when you're not schooled, when you're not knowledgeable, that's the attitude you have. That's
Mm-hmm.
the attitude you have. But I'm thankful to God that the groups didn't allow, and watch this, brother. It's gonna bless you. I'm thankful that the groups didn't allow good promotion
Mm.
to come between them.
Right.
Because that's what it was. It was good promotion. This group versus that group. Well, at the end of the day, what happened? The show was sold out.
Sold out.
That's good. That's good promotion. Never was our intention. We never came in there trying to compete with the Swannies. No, we're brothers. We're brothers and sisters in Christ. We're there for the same. We're there for the same reason. And at the end of the night, both groups, Blessed by Four and the Swanee Quintet, we both did what God assigned us to do, and that's what counts.
Yep.
That's what counts. Yeah,
Every time.
that's right.
Mhm. Okay, so let's move on a little bit. What's one city that you really don't care for going to like that? I know that might be kind of a different kind of question, but like not that you don't want to go, but it's like kind of give you like just a certain feeling if you have one of those.
I don't have one. I don't have a city that I don't want to go. I get a certain feeling. No,
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Okay. Got you. Um, do you preach more or do you sing more?
Mm. Well, I pastor, so uh, I have to preach when I'm when I'm on the road. So I'm gonna say I preach more.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the name of your church?
Mount Carmel Community Church is in
Okay.
Duncanville, Alabama.
And how
Um,
often do y'all have church?
every Sunday.
Okay.
Every Sunday,
What time?
10 o'clock, 10,
Okay.
10 o'clock a.m.
Good time. That's a
Yeah,
good time to start,
that's,
man.
that's a good time.
hmm
Yeah, that's a good time.
Um, are you in the sports at all? Any kind of sports that you like to watch?
Football,
Who you go to team?
I can't believe you asked me that.
I hope you say Ohio State if you're talking college
Man,
football.
man, we finna end this interview. Roll Tide.
Man, come
Roll Tide, baby. All day long.
man, y'all ain't did nothing but got worried.
That's okay. That's okay. And we'll be back. We'll be back next year. We'll be back. We just got to get coach. We got to get him used to the SEC. We'll be back.
I'm gonna see if you're a real Whole Time fan. Do you
Yes,
remember
sir.
a guy? You remember a guy named Terry Jones?
I do.
He's from my hometown,
Okay.
Sandersville, Georgia. I've seen him a couple times. I want to say he won a championship there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he won a championship with the Tide back in the day.
Okay. Okay.
Jones.
But yeah, I'm Alabama all day.
Got you.
Yes, sir.
What about professional?
I don't watch much NFL.
Me either.
Yeah, I don't watch much NFL.
Yeah. Basketball, you're in the basketball?
Nah, not really. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. It's sports just ain't like how it used to be anyway, so
Exactly.
do y'all have any new music getting ready to come out or anything y'all working on in particular?
We're talking about it. We're talking about the next record, how we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna bring in some more writers
Okay.
for some new material. We're talking about it. Personally, we're Blessed by Four. I really want our fans and followers, our friends. Um, the next album. I want to really show our versatility.
Right.
Yeah, I want to do some different stuff.
Okay. Is anyone else in the group, like, are they able to lead, or you just like to handle the load, or?
Oh yeah. Terrence can do some lead. Fee can lead.
Mhm.
Uh, Marcus, I ain't gonna call him lazy, but Marcus do what you ask him to do.
Yeah, I got you.
He do it. God has given Marcus something special. Through Marcus, God has brought something, a new flavor to the group. Because Marcus is able to go out and minister.
Mm.
You know, sometime when we're on stage, I call him just speak a word to people, and it never fails. God always give him what needs to be said at that time. Yeah.
That's a special gift to have.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And see, I'm small at least saying go that helped me rest up. Yeah. Yeah. I've been doing this a minute. I'm not your amateur by far. I've been doing it for a minute.
Right.
So that really helps me out.
What's the biggest concert you've performed at?
Mm. Well, there's two. One's in the Carolinas. I think it's the WIDU.
Fayetteville.
Yeah, we've done that. Done that a couple of times. We've done Albany, Georgia.
I miss Albany.
Yeah, and then there's another one that we've done in the Carolinas that was real popular. That's the Blockbusters.
Florence. Yeah.
Yeah, we done the Blockbusters. Also, Spivey.
Spivey. Yeah. Spivey.
Yeah. We work with Spivey as well.
Yeah. I wish they would bring a lot of those shows back, man. But I don't know, like what happened, because when you hit those shows, you knew you was somebody.
Yeah.
Even after the Singing Stars anniversary, they used to have a major one every year.
I heard we did a couple of shows. I remember when Mr. Ellison, when Tommy was living, we did a couple of dates with him in Florida.
Okay.
With him, and as a matter of fact, Tommy and Dennis, both of them was living
Right.
at that time. So we never had a chance to do their anniversary. But legendary, awesome group, nice guys to talk to. Love Big O and Sam. All of them, man, they've been instrumental. Always been nice to Blessed by Four.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Um, if you could work with an artist outside of Quartet, who would it be?
And what genre of music?
It don't matter, just anybody.
I would like to work with King George, Calvin Richardson, Beyonce.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I would love to meet. It's a legendary group that I would love to just meet. That's the Temptations.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to. I would like to do. And I would love to have um, somebody come do a song with Blessed by Four.
I think we can make it happen.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe.
I would love that.
So King George, Calvin, if y'all watching, I'll do a song with Blessed by Four, man.
Yeah,
We,
yeah.
we gonna make it happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I mean, awesome guys. They make great music. You can't
Right.
beat them. Yeah.
Um. So what is Pastor Smith doing like on a normal day to day? Like, what's your just daily routine or whatever you do?
Well, right now. Currently, I still work. I work a job. I work with the city with the school system here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I've been there 20 years. Thank God for that. So I'm still working. Um, when I get off in the evening, I used to go to the gym. I got to get back into that. I've been real lazy
I'm with you.
with the gym, but pretty much man laid back. If I don't have church or got to preach somewhere, I'm at the house, just
Mm,
laid back.
just chilling.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
All right. How can people, if they want to book you, how can they go about booking Blessed by Four?
Well, you can still call Terrence, my brother Terrence, at 205-242-3236. And God has blessed us uh, to have another young lady that's helping us doing an awesome job, Jennifer and Company.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Jennifer's our booking agent. So contact Terrence or Jennifer if you want Blessed by Four. That's the way to go.
Right.
Any other way is fraud.
You ain't gonna get them.
Any other way is fraud.
Right.
Them the only two.
Got you.
Yeah.
Um. So what concerts do you have coming up besides Tuscaloosa?
Um, we have Montgomery, Alabama coming up. And they just sent out the date. I know we in 25 we're going to Chicago,
Okay.
Illinois. We're coming back to the Carolinas. Also in March I don't know if we're scheduled the same, but we will be a part of the Ecclesia Showcase. And this year is in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
so we will be a part of that. We're coming to Chattanooga, Tennessee, as well. Yeah. So the dates are picking up. Um, so we want you to book us. Let us come to your city. We'll be glad to come.
I'm gonna have to get y'all down here in Georgia too. So
Man, listen. Matter of fact, we'll be in. I think if I'm pronouncing it right, Americus. Is that right?
America's Georgia. Yep, that's right.
Yes, we'll be there. I think in January.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we done made it to our hour mark, and so now I want you to give us your final words. So if you could tell your younger self something, what would you tell yourself, knowing what you know now?
Stay humble. Patience is the key. Let the Lord lead you. Let the Lord lead you and guide you. Listen to wisdom. Listen. Don't ignore wisdom. Listen to wisdom.
Mm.
Getting a good church home. That's key. That's key. A good church home. Find you a pastor who's rooted and grounded in God's word, that can feed, that can pour in your life. Because there's nothing no better to sing about than the word of God.
Right.
Yeah. Stay focused and watch God bless you. To our fans and friends, if you allow me, on behalf of Blessed by Four, we want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas, a prosperous new year to our family, our sisters and brothers in the quartet world. All of you, be careful, stay safe. Merry Christmas. Thank you all so much for supporting Blessed by Four down through the years. We couldn't be who we are if it wasn't for you. To all our fans, supporters, the promoters, all of you guys, even our haters, we said thank you for supporting us. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you for buying the tickets, buying the material to come here Blessed by Four saying. And if you woke up this morning, remember you blessed to be alive.
Good. By the words. Well, Pastor Smith, man, I appreciate you for coming on, hanging out with me, man. And I
Thank you so much, man.
Man, anytime
Thank
you
you
want
so
to
much
come
for
on and
having me.
talk, you more than welcome to come on. So
I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you so much for having me. Wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas. Listen, eat, but don't eat too much.
man, that's a hard thing to do. It's easier said than done.
You're right. You got that right.
Yes, sir.
You got that right, man.
But Merry Christmas to you and yours, man. I hope
Thank
y'all
you, sir.
safe. Hopefully Santa bring you everything you asked for.
Listen, it sounds he's already done it.
Yeah.
I got life, health, and strength. That's good enough for me.
Hey, that's it.
That's it. That's it. If he can give me those three things, I can get what else I want. Everything else I want, I get it. Yeah.
He can pay a bill too if you don't mind.
Well, yeah. He gonna provide. He gonna make ways for me to do that. Yeah.
Man, we sure appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you so much for having me, my brother. Listen, love y'all. Quartet World, we love you. Be on the lookout. Blessed by Four. We're talking about it. Nothing is in stone, but we're talking about some new music. We know you're gonna love it when it comes out. God bless you.
All right, we appreciate you, man. Take it easy.
All right, love you, man.
All right, love you too.
All right.
Yeah, give Pastor Smith a great big hand. Another great interview. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. Learned a lot of valuable information. Trishawn was supposed to be on. He had to go back to the dentist because they messed his teeth up. He still got a piece of missing tooth. But he did let me know to let y'all know that he will be on next week. Next week we will have Patrick Hollis on. He's going to be talking with us about pretty much the same thing. Just great conversation. We just ask y'all come support, spread the word. Next Monday, 9 o'clock, Patrick will be on with us. We thank y'all for everything y'all do. Like, share, comment. If I don't talk to y'all no more, y'all have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we will see y'all when we see y'all. Peace.